It's been 8 months since I last posted a video. Where have I been? What have I been up to? What am I doing now? I'm coming back bigger. Consider this video a transition into the next phase. To give you guys a hint, I'm starting a new series. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for tuning in. It's been so long, I thought I would have forgotten how to do my intro because I haven't posted a video in 8 months. It's been 8 months since I last posted a video. And I apologize for that, guys, but then consider this video a transition into the next phase because I'm coming back bigger. I know I've said this before, yes, but like I mean it for real this time. I'm coming back bigger. This video is going to be like a life update video, like where have I been, what have I been up to, what am I doing now, right? And to give you guys a hint, I'm starting a new series. I'm starting a new series, guys. I know, like, saying it now, many people would already think, like, many people already have an idea of what this series is going to be about, or like even where I've been and what I've been up to. But for the sake of those who are new to my channel or those people that may not know, I'm going to say everything in this video. So stay tuned, don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on your post notifications, and let's get right into the video. So, guys, I don't know where to start from. But yeah, I haven't posted in 8 months, like I said. And the last time I posted a video was December. So this is August. I'm filming this video in August. And yeah, since the beginning of this year, I haven't posted a video. So what have I been doing? From December, no, I don't know if I started in December or if I started in January, but I have been preparing for school. Yeah, I just finished school, preparing for school. Yes, I have been planning like the next phase of my life. I don't know if you guys remember my last life updates video when I was in Abuja and I said I was going to do NYSC, and then I said I was going to go to medical school and all of that, yada yada yada. Well, yes, I was preparing for medical school. Not medical school directly, because I don't know if many of you know, like not many medical schools in the US, because it was US I was planning to go to. Not many medical schools in the US take international students, right? So many of those schools require that you have at least a year or like 36 units worth of classes in the US before you can go into medical school, which is 4 years. And the other option would have been to do a 4-year degree, or many would do a 3-year degree or whatever, in life science, no, in health sciences, right? As they are pre-med before going to apply to medical school, right? But I don't have the luxury of time for that because I just completed a 4-year degree, so it's supposed to count, right? But then there's something called a post-bac program that I was going to do. So I applied to post-bac programs. I applied to like 4 post-bac programs. And what post-bac programs like are is that what do? They help you prepare for medical school. So they help you transition into medical school. Many of them, like some of them are post-bac programs that are tailored towards helping people that don't have any background in sciences, while some for people who have background in sciences but are just trying to improve their GPA or improve their chances of getting into medical school. So most of these post-bac programs come with clinical hours, because you don't just need only your GPA and your MCAT score. MCAT is medical college admission test. You don't just need that to get into medical school. You need many other things: clinical hours, research hours, volunteer hours, like for them to know that you're actually committed to serving and like you're actually passionate about this thing. It's not just having a good score, right? You need to do your personal statement, you need to write different essays and all of that. So that is what like post-bac programs help you do, whether you have a background in science or not. So it depends. Some people don't like it to be longer. For me, I already did biochemistry in my undergrad, so mine was just going to be like a 1-year program. But then some people do 2 years, 3 years, and some people work alongside their post-bac programs, so they cannot focus on just 1 year. They have to split it around so that they can be able to complete it like longer, right? So there are some post-bac programs, like the ones that I applied to. Some of the ones that I applied to were master's programs, so they call it special master's programs. And those master's programs, like you get a master's degree and then you get a separate undergraduate GPA. So actually no, you get your GPA for that program will be added to your undergraduate GPA, so it will boost your GPA for your undergraduate like studies. And then you also get a master's degree and a master's GPA separately. So that was what I applied for. And I also applied to one that was just a certificate that you get, like you don't get any degree after that, you just get your undergraduate GPA added to it. So I applied to so many things. I was writing personal statements, doing a lot of things, getting recommendation letters from my lecturers, like from school, transcripts, all of that took me months, guys, to put together. And then I think from February I got my first admission to Hofstra University in the US, and that was the one for the certificate program. So I hadn't gotten like a master's. I think before I got the first admission, the schools I applied to. So most of these schools, another thing, most of these schools were medical schools already, but not. So there are two types of medical schools. There's like, okay, let me just say there's two types of doctors, not just two, but then there's medical doctor, doctor of medicine, and there's doctor of osteopathic medicine. So I applied to some osteopathic medical schools. What's the difference? Medical doctors, like osteopathic medical doctors, have extra training in osteopathic manipulative medicine. All these things that I'm saying, people may not need it. Some people may need it, but yeah, they have extra training, like over 300 hours extra training, right? So I was applying to those schools, not for medical school, but for the post-bac programs. But then the catch is that most of these schools are affiliated with medical schools. Like the school I applied to, they have a medical school, but I was not applying to their medical school for my post-bac program. I just applied separately, and I don't think they have a transition program. But some of these schools that are already medical schools have a transition program where if you get a certain GPA in your post-bac program, you automatically get an admission or an interview. And people that are applying to medical schools know that getting called for an interview is such a big deal. Like, being called for an interview is a huge step. Like, you should be grateful because not many people get called for interviews, right? So I was applying to most of those schools, and I think because of the fact that it was medical schools, it was highly competitive, right? So I think I got my first rejection, and I was so discouraged, after that first one. But then in February, I got my first admission, and it wasn't a master's program, but I was like, I'll take it, guys. I'm going to take it. And then after that, I think I got another rejection, but that one not really paying me because I already have admission, right? I had gotten school email and so many things. Like, I was so excited. Then I got another admission with scholarship. Mind you guys, all these schools were private universities, all of them that I applied to, because I don't think non-private universities have such opportunities. I'm not sure about that, but most of the ones I saw were private universities, and all the ones I applied to were private universities. So I got the second one with a merit scholarship because of my GPA, my undergraduate GPA. I got a merit scholarship for that one. And then towards, like, I didn't know how I was going to navigate like the whole thing because I had already gone really far in the process with the first one, and then I wanted to switch to the second one because I got a scholarship. I mean, why not, right? And then I got a third admission. And this school was offering me to come for summer classes, but then they said, like, for me to start in the summer, but because of like the whole hassle of getting study permit, they said international students are not allowed in the summer semester because you have to get your service ID, different things. Maybe I'll make a whole video on that, but yeah, that was basically what was it. So I had gotten everything I needed to do to apply for my let's say study permit. That's for Canada. To apply for my study visa, right, my F1 visa, right, and I started applying. I started the whole process. Needed to pay service fee and all of that. And then there was now an issue with interview dates, because there are only two interview centers, how do they put it now, embassies, yeah, one in Lagos and one in Abuja, and the one in Lagos was full. Like, we weren't seeing dates until 2026 February, I think. So I was just patiently I was like, I tried to expedite, but my portal was not it wasn't working for some reason. Like, it was not highlighted to do like expedite, or how do they call it now? Yeah, so I had to try to get dates in Abuja, right? So that I could come to Abuja to do my interview. And still, I was not seeing dates, but like dates were opening up slowly. So after that, I was finally able to get a date in Abuja for May 21st. So I went to Abuja to do my interview, and I got denied. I didn't even you guys, I didn't even get denied. Like, they didn't even tell me your visa cannot be up. They told me, I'm sorry, right now you do not qualify for the visa. And you guys, they didn't even ask me any question. This is not to scare you guys. You guys should go for your interview. But they didn't even ask me any single questions, which is why it was very strange. And right now, I know why all of that happened. And I don't even regret it, right? But yeah, that was what they told me. You do not qualify for the visa. And will I even say I was sad? I wasn't even sad. I was just, because I had been waiting. Like, this whole process was since January, and this is May. I was just waiting to do this thing and get it over with, right? I had booked my flights for June to come to Canada, because I had something to do in Canada as of June, right? And the only, to come back to Canada, because the only reason why I came back to Nigeria in the first place was because of that, because I could not apply for my distance from within Canada, right? So that was the reason why I went back. And I already booked my flight to come back, so it was to come back to Canada, right? And then from there I would go to the US. So I was just waiting for this whole thing, and then it was like everything I had worked for from January to that moment came crashing down. So like it was mixed feelings, but then I was trying to see why it happened and why God let it happen. Let me put it that way, right? So, and I understand that now, and so I'm not complaining, right? So what happened was, after I came back from my interview that day, and I told my parents that, they said I'd not qualify for the visa at this time, right? I had already gotten an admission to University of Windsor in Canada, right? I applied to medical biotechnology, and that was because I thought that at that point when I applied, it was with the mindset that it would help my medical school journey. Then that was before I found out that there was something called post-bac programs that I could do in the US. So I ditched the whole Canada plan, and I did the entire process up to when I got the admission, and I accepted my offer because it was time bound. But then the thing was that I was supposed to pay a deposit, right? And that deposit was 4,000 Canadian dollars. And I didn't want to come to Canada to study, right? I didn't want to study in Canada. So there was no point in paying 4,000 Canadian dollars to secure my admission. And then when it's time to refund the money, because I'm not coming anymore, they would not give me back my money. So I just left it, and they kept on sending late deposit notifications over and over and over and over again, and I kept on ignoring it. Guys. So first thing I did when I got rejected was to go back to that email and see how I could pay my deposit, or if it was still open. So they told me, what the email said was, if you're still interested in your offer, go to so click this link, blah, blah, blah. And that was what I did, and I paid my deposits right there and then for the University of Windsor. And after paying, I got my PAL, because then Canada process is a whole different thing for you to get your study permit. I already had a Canadian visa. I just needed a Canadian study visa so I can get my Canadian study permit to study, right? So yeah, I paid deposits and I started my whole study visa process. So this was I submitted my application on June 18th. Yeah, that was when I submitted my application, because there were a lot of documents to gather. I had to write a new personal statement. I had to write different things. There were just a lot of documents I had to do and like put together, and then I ended up submitting on 18th of June. I don't know when my passport request letter came out, that like to show that my visa has been approved, but it was sometime in July. Definitely had to be sometime. It took 5 weeks. I know it took 5 weeks, and it's supposed to take 6 weeks, but mine took 5 weeks. Some people like it took shorter for some people, right? So but mine took 5 weeks. So sometime in July, that was when I got my passport request letter, and then I submitted my passport, and I got it back like 2 days after. So the course I'm doing now, I think I already said before, I'm doing my master's, guys. Master's in medical biotechnology. So that is the bottom line, or like not the bottom line, the center of what the new series is going to be about. I still don't have a title. If you guys have suggestions, you can leave it in the comment section for suggestions on what the title is going to be. But basically, yeah, I'm starting a graduate school series here in Canada. First time studying not in my home country, and first time studying, like, obviously first time masters, like not undergraduate. This is a different level of studying, and I'm just going to be bringing you guys along my journey, and you guys should stay tuned till the end of this series. This series is going to last for like 2 years. For like 2 years. There'll be other videos, but then like I'm starting a graduate school series, so you see stuff like a day in my life, and like basically if I join clubs, if I join anything basically you guys will see it, right? So if you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe, like this video, comment down below ideas like for the title of the series, and I'll pick the best one. Also, don't forget to turn on your post notifications, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Don't think I'm gonna get through it. I'm not really a boy.